Welcome to Scorpio season. So this practice is part of a series of yoga practices looking at the different astrological signs. And each astrological sign represents a different type of energy. And each of the signs has something to teach us, whether or not we are of that particular sign. So yoga is a really great way to come to know the signs, because yoga is a physical practice, and when we embody a particular energy, we can know it really well, and we can come to see how it manifests in our own life and what it has to teach us. Scorpio is a really powerful energy, and it's often seen as being a part of the dark side, but actually it's a sign of transformation. And from a Jungian perspective, we each have light and dark inside of ourselves, and we have to embrace our whole. We have to know our darkness, and in some ways transform it so that we can move towards the light. And this is the journey of the Scorpio. If we go back for a moment to our Star Wars analogy, one of the reasons that Luke Skywalker, and if you're not a Star Wars fan, you might think about Harry Potter, it applies equally well. Luke Skywalker and Harry Potter are heroes. They are loved by so many because they not only know the light, but they feel the pull of that dark side. They know the darkness because it lives within them, and they have to resist its pull. They have to transform that darkness and turn it into light. And this is why I think they are far more popular than your basic action hero. James Bond, Bruce Willis style. They're super fun, but they don't have a lot of depth because they're only a part of the light. And in real life, that's not how any of us are. We all have this darkness, and we need to in some way work with it, come to know it, and transform it so that we can have the life we want. And this is what Scorpio has to teach us. So Scorpio, we often think of Scorpio just being the scorpion, okay, with the tail. But Scorpio is actually represented by 7 different signs, and we're going to go through those different signs in our practice, and we'll come to embody them, know the darkness that they represent, so that we can transform that darkness. So come and join me on this little practice, and I hope that you will enjoy it. We're going to begin our practice lying on the abdomen. So if you come and lie on your front, and you want to lie with your hands under your forehead, resting the weight of your hands, resting the weight of your head on your hands. And then bring your toes together and let your heels fall apart. Modify this position in any way you want to so that you're really comfortable here. And begin to breathe deeply, inhaling abdomen, ribs, upper chest, fill with the breath. Exhaling abdomen, ribs, upper chest, draw in. I'm going to read you a poem by Rainer Maria Rilke that I think really speaks to the energy of Scorpio. You see, I want a lot. Maybe I want it all. The darkness of each endless fall. The shimmering light of each ascent. So many are alive who don't seem to care. Casual, easy, they move in the world as though untouched. But you take pleasure in the faces of those who know they thirst. You cherish those who grip you for survival. You are not dead yet. It's not too late. to open your depths by plunging into them and drink in the life that reveals itself quietly there. The first sign of Scorpio is the spider. Take your hands out at shoulder height and feel the floor or the mat through your fingertips. Grip the mat with your fingertips. Bring your feet slightly apart, tops of your feet on the mat. And with your inhale, just lift your head and chest away from the mat. Stay low. And exhale, lower down. Move with your breath, using the inhale to rise up and the exhale to lower down. Keep your gaze down towards the mat. So the spider represents selfishness. Spider acts on instinct alone. It stays close to the ground. And it thinks only about itself. And it has very little awareness. One more inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, bring your hands to beside your chest. Exhale, press back to child's pose at the back of the mat. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Inhale, rise up to all fours. Exhale, round to cat pose. Inhale, lift the head and the tail, cow. Exhale, cat. But by thinking only of itself, the spider is continually running away from others, fighting with others. And with all of these different dark energies, we have to bring awareness to them. Come to know them and know how they stop us from getting what we want. So the spider brings awareness and comes to know its selfishness. And so by bringing awareness to this trait of selfishness, the spider can transform it. Inhale, come to neutral in the center, and exhale, lower yourself all the way down onto the mat. Bring your forehead to the mat. Inhale deeply. And exhale, drop into the mat. Scorpio dies. Inhale deeply. Scorpio is reborn. Scorpio is reborn as the scorpion. Inhale, lift your head, lift your chest, slide your hands forward on the mat, coming into a baby cobra, elbows under shoulders, forearms on the mat. Look forward. So the scorpion represents jealousy. The scorpion is looking outward now, not just inward at itself. But all it sees is what it doesn't have. All it sees is what others have and what it wants. Inhale. And with your exhale, bend your knees, bring your heels towards your bottom. Inhale, straighten, bring the tops of your feet to the mat. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, straighten. Move with your breath. So the scorpion, the jealousy that we each have, the way it's self-destructive. Next time you exhale, keep your knees bent and then press through the hands, and it might be nice to inhale, lift the elbows. If that doesn't feel good, keep the elbows lowered to the mat. The sting in the tail represents Scorpio's jealousy. And this energy is self-destructive. It not only can harm or kill the other, but by using that sting, it harms the scorpion. And the scorpion has also been known to kill itself through its own sting, rather than let the other kill it. Inhale, lower the elbows. Exhale, lower the legs. Inhale, lower the chest and head. Exhale, hands to beside the chest. Inhale, tuck your toes. Exhale through all fours or plank to downward dog. Inhale, bend the right knee, lift the right side of the pelvis on top of the left. Three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, bring that right foot back down. Inhale, lift the left heel to hip, and lift the left knee high. Take a deep breath. Inhale, bring the pelvis to neutral, and exhale, bring the foot down to the mat. So it's only in coming to know this jealous energy, how it feels, and how it prevents Scorpio from getting what it really wants. And coming to know this energy, seeing the way in which it harms Scorpio himself. Scorpio is able to transform it. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, lower all the way to the mat. Forehead to the mat, untuck the toes, relax the arms. Inhale. Exhale, Scorpio dies. Inhale, Scorpio is reborn. Inhale, tuck the toes. Exhale to downward dog. Inhale, step the right foot between the hands. Either keep the left knee lifted or lower it down. Left hand to the mat. Exhale, twist Reach the right arm up. Inhale here. Exhale, place the right hand down. Inhale, step back to downward dog. Inhale, step the left foot between the hands. Exhale, lift the left arm up, come into your twist. Inhale. Exhale, come to neutral. Inhale, step back. Downward dog. So the next sign that Scorpio arises as is the lizard. Inhale, step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Keep the left hand on the mat. You can have the right hand flat as well. Breathe, keep the gaze down towards the mat. And we're working into that right hip. Breathing deeply. So the lizard is less instinctive than the scorpion and the spider, less impulsive. And if you've ever had a little gecko on your wall, you'll know that it watches. Freezes, and then it watches and learns. It looks out into the world in order to learn about the self. Inhale and exhale, step to downward dog. Inhale, step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. So you want to have the hips in line between the top of the head and the right heel. Palms flat. Breathe. So just like a gecko can get stuck in one place on the wall for a long time, we get stuck in our lives. This can lead to depression, melancholy. And some of us get stuck here a long time. And it's only through coming to know this energy, the way it feels, the way it harms us, the way it harms others, that we can move past it. Exhale back to downward dog. Inhale, rise up onto the balls of your feet, ripple forward to plank. And exhale, lower all the way down onto the mat. Untuck the toes, forehead to the mat. Inhale. Exhale, Scorpio dies. Inhale, Scorpio is reborn. Scorpio is reborn as a serpent, a snake. So choose a cobra pose that will work for you. Take the hands to beside the chest, feet about hips width apart. And inhale, lift the head and chest, rise all the way up, use the arms to assist. And you might take the hands slightly forward, or you might be on the forearms. And so our serpent is a bit like the lizard, but now it's angry and vengeful as well. It's looking outward, but it's fearing attack at any moment and is ready to lash out. So our serpent is a lot like our lizard, only now, not only is it looking outward, but it's angry and vengeful, could attack at any moment. This anger protects a vulnerable, soft, shell. This anger is a protective force. It's protecting the vulnerability, the soft body of the snake. The snake knows it's vulnerable. That's why it lashes out. But in lashing out, it stops itself from getting the thing it wants, that connection with others. And so in seeing what this anger does, Scorpio comes to know it and can transform it. Inhale and exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale. Exhale, Scorpio dies. Inhale deeply, Scorpio is reborn. Inhale, hands to the side, the chest, tuck the toes. Exhale through all fours or plank to downward dog. Scorpio is reborn as a wolf. Up till now, all of our Scorpio figures have lived alone, solitary. But the wolf lives in a pack. No longer solo, it's reliant on others, responsible for others. Having learnt its lessons, the wolf is protective, strong and wise. Inhale, step your right foot between your hands. Exhale, spin the left heel down, and with your inhale, rise into side angle. So place your right forearm on your right knee and reach with your left arm, lengthening along the left side of your body. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and on your exhale, bring your hands down, step back to downward dog. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, step your left foot between your hands. Exhale, spin your right heel down. Inhale, rise up to side angle. Left forearm resting on your left thigh, reaching along the right side of your body. Breathe. Inhale, hands to the mat. Exhale, downward dog. And though the wolf is protective, it doesn't trust anyone outside of the group. And this holds it back from its full potential. And Scorpio comes to see this. And in coming to know the way that lacking trust holds it back, Scorpio can transform that energy. Inhale, rise onto the balls of your feet, ripple forward to plank. Exhale, lower all the way to the mat. Untuck your toes, forehead to the mat. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully, Scorpio dies. Inhale, Scorpio is reborn. Inhale, hands to beside your chest, tuck your toes, and with your exhale, press back to downward dog. Lift your head, look between your hands, and inhale, walk your feet forward until they're in between your hands. Exhale, round forward. Scorpio has transformed much of its negative energy. It can now rise towards the light as an eagle. Reach forward, inhale, rise to chair. Exhale, shift your weight to your left leg, cross right over left. Bring the right toes to the mat for now if you would like to. Bring your arms down, cross left over right, and then twist forearms. See if you can bring the palms together or the backs of the hands together. Steady your gaze on one point and see if you can inhale, lift those right toes. Exhale, lift the elbows, lifting the arms, keeping the elbows together, hands together. And as the eagle, Scorpio soars to great heights and gains perspective. Eagle is patient, waiting for its prey. And in that time while it's waiting, there is much spiritual growth to be done. Inhale, uncross. Place your right foot down. Exhale. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, bow forwards. Bend the knees ever so slightly. Reach forward. Inhale, rise towards the light chair pose. Shift your weight to your right leg. Cross left over right. Left toes to the mat to start with if you want. And then bring right arm over left. And twist the arms, palms together or backs of the hands together. Focus your gaze on one point. Look for your prey. If you can, inhale, lift those left toes. Exhale, lift the elbows, arms together, elbows stay together. Breathe. And in that time of spiritual growth, Scorpio begins to trust the self, knowing the work that she has already done, to trust others and to trust the world. Inhale, rise up, uncross. Exhale, place the foot down, relax the arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Release the weight of the head, relax the arms, take a deep breath. Scorpio comes to see the futility of the ego, the way the ego holds it back. And Scorpio lets go. Take your hand to your opposite elbow, hang your head and your elbows towards the mat. Inhale. Exhale. And seeing the futility of struggle, Scorpio releases. Take your hands down to the floor either side of your feet. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Inhale, walk your feet back to downward dog. Exhale. Inhale, roll forwards to plank. Exhale, lower all the way to the mat. Inhale, forehead to the mat, untuck your toes. Exhale, Scorpio dies. Inhale, Scorpio is reborn. Scorpio has given up the struggle, given up fighting the ego, given up ego itself. And in letting go of that struggle, suddenly a huge energy is gained. Scorpio is no longer fighting who he is, and so he can be who he wants to be, who he truly is. Inhale, tuck your toes, and exhale, press back to downward dog. Inhale, walk the feet forward until they're in between the hands. Exhale, round forwards. Reach your arms forward. Inhale, rise towards the light, chair pose. Interlock your fingers and point with your index fingers towards the sky. Shift your weight to the left leg, cross right over left, right toes come to the mat. And then inhale, lift your heart and look up towards the sky. From the ashes, the phoenix rises. Scorpio has transformed its darkness into light. From conflict, Scorpio finds peace. Through knowing its darkness, Scorpio knows light. Press through your standing leg. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bring your gaze in front of you, right foot to the mat. Inhale, take your hands apart, reach up, and exhale, fold forwards, bowing forward, release the head. From darkness, rise towards the light. Inhale, reach forward, rise to chair. Exhale, shift your weight to your right leg, cross left over right, left toes come to the mat. Interlock your fingers, point towards the sky with your index finger. Keep the knees bent, toes on the ground. Inhale, lift the heart, look towards the sky. From lower to highest self, from ego to soul. Inhale, press through your standing leg, rise up. Exhale, place your left foot down and release your arms down by your sides. Feet slightly apart, relax your arms down. This is the path of the Scorpio, the potential which lies within each of us, the potential to harness the darkness that harms us and to transform it, work with it, work through it, and to know ourselves fully. Inhale, exhale. Come lie on your back for Shavasana. Make yourself comfortable. Inhale and exhale, release the weight of your body into the floor. Relax the soles of your feet. Relax your calves, thighs and hips. Release the weight of your legs into the mat. Let your legs sink down into the floor. Relax your bottom, lower back, upper back, and abdomen. Release the weight of your pelvis and chest into the earth. Let them sink down into the earth. Release your shoulders, Relax your arms, relax your palms and fingers. Release the weight of your arms into the floor. Let your arms sink down. Relax your neck, jaw, mouth, cheeks, eyes and forehead. Release the weight of your head into the floor. Let the weight of your head sink down. Sink down into the earth, into the darkness. Let the darkness cover you like a cloak. Surrender and release. Begin to breathe a little more deeply. And as you breathe more deeply, bring light and awareness into each part of your body. Until you can feel your whole body tingling with sensation, knowing your whole experience. Bring a little movement into the hands and feet. And gently draw the knees in towards the chest. Roll over onto one side and make your way up to seated. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. If any of this has spoken to you, given you something to think about, grab your journal, make some notes, and I hope you've found this practice useful. I'll see you again soon.